Hey everyone, there's been some requests on how to change out the LCDs on these Nextubes. So as you can see, tube 5, this guy here, is substantially dimmer than tube 4, which I've already replaced, and tube 6, which is an original screen. They age at different intervals. It kind of just depends what's being displayed on there. So this is pretty straightforward. We basically just unplug the power from the clock, remove the glass. We're going to wiggle out the screen, just kind of pull straight up and give a little bit of a wiggle. Once this is out, if you look at the edge of the screen, you see that there's the screen sitting on the front and the PCB is on the back side. If you got anything like a cell phone tool where you can pry apart the screen, or you can even, if you got a little bit of a nail, you just basically get between the board and the screen and just pop it apart. There's a bit of adhesive in the back. Honestly, I had easier luck with just putting a tiny bit of a nail in there first. And then it just kind of pries apart. There's not really anything on the front side of these screens, or like on the front side of the PCB. And then it just kind of pops off. See, there's a little bit of black adhesive that was holding the screen down. So then on the back side, I mean, you could do this first or last, doesn't really matter. This is a ZIF socket, so you pull the two little black tabs towards the pins, and that releases this ribbon. Should add some tweezers. There we go. And then the screen just literally pulls out between that little hole in the middle. There's really nothing to that screen at all. And yeah, there's just the board coating, nothing special about it. The back side just has the socket and the RGB LED. So if you have a replacement screen, it's got a protector that comes pre-installed on the front or for shipping. And then the back, I already put a 10mm wide double-sided tape on the back of it, just something to adhere it. So I will stick that down after, just so that I make sure that I line up the tube on the front. So we're basically just going to feed it through the front, lay it down so it kind of lines up nicely. We're going to fold the cable down into the socket so that you don't see the gold pins, and then we're going to push up these two pins, the two black on the side, so that it bites down on the cable. And then we're going to flip it back over. I'm going to pop off this adhesive, or the safety backing. And we're going to square it off. Just like that. And that is the physical replacement part. We basically pop it back in. We power the clock back on. Note that these ST7735S screens, they have the invert off by default. So we need to turn the invert on in the panel. Once you save it to your config, then it will boot normally. But without that in the config, it will boot with inverted colors. It'll look photo negative. But essentially, you've just replaced that panel. All that's left is the software side of it. Just pull off the little protector, slap this guy back on, change the software, and it's going to look like a normal tube. Hopefully that was straightforward for everyone. If there's any issues, let me know.